Hey, what's up guys? My name is JabsSkyWalker, but you can call me Jabs. Palworld just issued its first big update, so we're going to go over the major changes, and I'm going to go over them in order of importance, at least what I think is important. I don't want to just go through the whole Twitter post. You guys can just go on the tweet and look at it. So I'm just going to go over them in order of importance. I will go over everything. However, I'm not just going to regurgitate everything that they wrote. I'm going to give some commentary as well and why this is a good change. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with the player issues. The first one is Fiston issue, where players on dedicated servers and co-op online were receiving damage twice. I have not dealt with this because I haven't played multiplayer, but I'm glad they are reducing damage to players on co-op because that would obviously ruin the experience. Specifications have changed so that you can move at extremely low speeds when you have exceeded the weight limit. Yes, I love this change. This is awesome. I'm really looking forward to this change, and I love being able to move now. This is amazing. When you have exceeded your weight, guys, you'll be able to move. You don't have to worry about using the grapple. You can still use the grapple to get around the base, of course, to move a little faster, but you won't just be standing there like a statue. So I think that's going to be really cool. Players will no longer pass through walls when dismounting. I have not dealt with this. That's a very wild issue. Yeah, I've never been through walls after dismounting on my PAL, but I'm glad they fixed that. And yeah, mounting should be a fun experience and not a terrible experience for everyone. Fiston issue, where capture power strengthened by lift mic FNGs was reset when using memory reset drugs. Again, haven't dealt with this myself. However, this is definitely a good change. If you're using those lift mic FNGs, they're hard to find around the map, and they are not very plentiful. So if you're using it to strengthen your capture power and then it's reset, I would be very upset. Fiston issue, where armor could be equipped in the wrong slot. Yeah, not a issue I dealt with. And yeah, I think this is a good change. Your armor should be in the same slot all the time. I haven't seen any clips of people not having their armor in the right slot, so I'm a little confused on that, but nonetheless, they fixed the issue, so that's fine. Adjusted camera positions of several PALs to make it easier to see when mounted. This is amazing. I can't wait to just be able to look around the map with ease and find my teleporter locations. So this is going to be sweet. I'm glad they added that change. Let's move on to the base issues because they fixed a lot here. So specifications have been changed so that PALs who are manually assigned to a breeding farm will not become hungry, and their manual assignments will not be removed. That is awesome. Breeding should be simplistic. It should be easy. There should not be issues within the breeding process. The key to lift PALs has been changed from F to V, or on the controller S to Y, in order to prevent accidents. And I think they mean accidents in terms of like if you're building or if you're like trying to dismantle something and you accidentally pick up a PAL, you know, that's not what you're trying to do, of course. And I noticed this change late last night when I was playing. I was trying to pick up my PAL with X and I was like, oh, it's Y now. Okay, that's cool. So that is definitely in there. They're not capping. That change is straight up in there, guys. Reduce the speed and range of fire spreading on wooden buildings. That is amazing. I highly recommend you start building with stone. I made the mistake several times of building wooden buildings and they all burned down to hell. So I recommend building stone buildings, guys. It just makes your life so much easier. It will definitely strengthen your building process. You won't have to worry about fire taking down what you've created. So just use stone. This is a great update, but use stone if you can. Mine that stone and get that stone set with your technology points and build a building without wood. Fixed an issue where manual work assignments could not be set at all under certain circumstances. That is great. I think the PALs glitched out a lot when it came to work assignments. and every time I would throw them at one, they would like move and go eat. So this is definitely going to make base production a lot smoother. Fixed an issue where extremely high level Relatosaurus would attack the base during raids. Whoa. I haven't dealt with that, but that sounds very scary. I would not want huge Relatosaurus coming into my base and just destroying everything. No thank you. Glad they fixed that. Added several measures to prevent base pals from getting stuck. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love this. Please, I really hope this change works. I really hope my pals do not get stuck at base. It was so annoying taking them out the pal bots and then putting them back. Well, yeah, putting them in the pal bots, taking them out, putting them back on the base, or like lifting them and moving them when they got stuck. This is amazing. This should have been at the top because I think this is the issue most people were dealing with. If it's an issue where pals would get stuck while transporting items, it would drop them on the spot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've also dealt with this. Thank you so much, Palworld devs. You guys are listening, you guys are watching, you're learning. I really appreciate it. If it's an issue where pals at the base would continue to cut down trees that were already cut. Now, I haven't dealt with this. This is great though. I love it. This is an issue where pals at the base were on the verge of death due to unexplained falling damage. Interesting, alright. This is an issue where pals at the base will float under some conditions. This is an issue where if a farm was built on the second floor or above, work pals would be unable to move on the floors below. Nice. I hope everything is smooth in terms of building now. Like, I hope they fix that issue. And I hope pals can also go upstairs, because something I noticed is that my pals do not go upstairs to help me build stuff, but it still shows their symbols. So yeah, I always see that they're on the way or they get stuck. They never come upstairs. So hopefully it's reverse and they also fixed them being able to come upstairs and not move below. Moving on to the major fixes. Fixed an issue where the game would crash under certain conditions. Yeah, the game should not crash, straight up. I think the other issues are more major fixes, but this is just a general fix that should happen anyway. Yeah, that is definitely a major fix in terms of the game itself. However, the other things can count as crashes too. Fixed an issue where if another player's pal/base pal had HP 30% or less, it could be captured by using a spear. Wow, I haven't played with any other players, but if you're capturing other people's pals, you are horrible. You should not be in the community. Come on, it's messed up. Just get your own pals. Why are you catching other people's? You'll be able to trade soon. Just do it the right way. This is an issue where enemy pals would get stuck in walls due to charge attacks. I think I've seen this before with my RSOS where it charged and then it just got stuck. I think that's what they mean. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they mean. Implemented the first fix for an issue where the game would always crash and save data would be corrupted when the guild's total number of pals captured reached around 7,000. And they highlighted this, they bolded this. So this is a change they're definitely proud of. The game no longer crashes even if the total number of captured objects exceeds 7,000. Awesome. However, saved data that has already been in a state, in the case of a server, the server's world data prior to this update will still be unable to load. We're continuing to work on fixing this issue permanently. Okay. Alright, so they're still working on something. So that is fantastic. I love that. And let's move on to key configuration. Added support for mouse side keys and numeric keypad and keyboard key configuration. Alright. Further improvements are currently planned, such as support for interact key configuration. And in the other section, corrected incorrect text. Measures have been added to prevent cheating and stealing other players' pals. That should be in the major updates. Many other minor fixes, such as the addition of a UI key guide. Okay, alright, awesome. We will continue developing, placing top priority on fixing major problems and issues. Thank you for your continued support of Palworld. We love you, Palworld, and thanks for all these changes. Well, there you go, guys. Those are all the changes. I went through them for you, so you don't have to read everything. I went in the order of most important to least important in terms of gameplay. I think what I said first was a lot more important than what they wrote first, but it's okay. So thank you guys for watching, really do appreciate it. I'll see you in Palworld. Maybe I'll start playing multiplayer for once, and hopefully I can play with you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I hope the best of your todays are the worst of your tomorrows. Peace out, Palworld fans.